Football is back, and what a way to kick off the 2025 campaign. Sacramento State, winners of 3 of the last 5 Big Sky Conference championships, have come to Brookings to take on the 3-time defending Missouri Valley Football Conference titleists, South Dakota State. Hi, friends. Tyler Merriam alongside the Hall of Famer Curtis Riggs. It's great to have you with us. And Curtis, I mentioned the pedigree of these 2 programs, but left with some cookies. The kickoff is in the air, and we are underway with 2025 college football. It is returnable out across the 20-25, spinning his way out to the 28-yard line. Brendan Begeman, the Selby native, and it'll be South Dakota State. And that wide receiver core is incredibly deep. Julius Loffridge is the running back on 2nd and 10. He'll take the handoff. The transfer from Fordham with a nice move, gets to the outside, and he is close to a first down. They're marking him just shy of the sticks. It's about a 9. Ogroski in motion. It's a handoff straight up the middle. It's Andrew Gusted, who is a tight end who will line up as a fullback at times. And Gusted will pick up the first down. The junior out of Volin, South Dakota. They call him Goose. A shift before the snap. Loffridge, the back to the left of Mason. Amid a blitz, he picked it up. Mason rolling out to the right. He'll run, and he can do that very well. First down and more as he runs out of bounds at the 48-yard line. Around athlete. He'll have 3 wides in the set. Blitz on again. Loffridge picks it up again. Mason will throw it deep right side. It is incomplete, but there is a flag. He was looking for Bullock, and Koa Akui had the coverage, the free safety on 1st and 5 at the Hornet 26. Loffridge, this is a reverse. It's Ogroski with Mason as a lead block inside the 10, down to the 2-yard line of Sacramento State. 29 yards on the reverse to the sophomore wideout from Coon Rapids. Cooperative red zone. The Jacks 1st and goal at the 2. High snap. Mason corrals. Loffridge takes the handoff. Then he fumbled the football as he was going to the turf. And Sacramento State has it. It is Devin Wright, the left edge, a 6th-year senior out of South Haven, Mississippi, who comes up with the football.
Yeah, and that's going to be attributed to that high snap. You watch, it goes high, and then watch, he puts it high into the breadbasket, never really getting it, and then the penetration from the D-line creates chaos there for him.
3rd time we have seen Mason really have to reach for a snap. That was the highest of them, and as you said, Loffridge never had a clean. 2 backs, sidecar to it. Jacks rushed 4. Rashada going deep down the left sideline, and he overthrew his intended man, Damian McDaniel. They call him Jackpot, and he was open, but the Hornets go bust on 3rd and long. Jacks only rush 4. It's an end-over-end kick, returnable at midfield. And a gain of about 3 for Miles Taylor on the return. 48 yards.
Make sure you get it out. Don't let that stuff just fester inside.
Jackrabbits take over at the 47 of the Hornets off the play fake. Mason goes down the left sideline. Catch made by Ogroski, and he is out of bounds inside the Hornet 5. They'll spot him at the 3. That's a gain of 44 yards, and the Jacks have 1st and goal.
Yeah, great protection here. Watch, the pocket is perfect. Loffridge has a good pickup, and you see Mason's got his feet set, steps into that. Perfect throw. Look at this. In stride, and a great gain there.
Goal to go for the Jacks at the 3. It is Mason who will keep off the fake to Loffridge, and he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Brought down after a loss. He is aligned tight end right, Gannon tight left. 1 wide either side, and the fullback Gustad to the left of Mason, who will keep, and he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. The Hornets blow the play up on their first trip. Ogroski motions to the right. Mason looks that way. And the pass is incomplete, intended for Alex Bullock, the grad transfer. Will try a 22-yard field goal. And his kick is good. And South Dakota State strikes first in the Precision Ag Bowl. This sellout crowd trying to impact things for the Jackrabbit defense. Blitz is on. Rashada hangs tough, throws, and it's incomplete. It was in the hands of Jordan Williams. All Big Sky the previous 2 years. Jacks do not come after it. Garcia Castaneda backs up to the 32. Then he puts it on the turf. It is still loose. Sacramento State had an opportunity to pick it up. It couldn't. And now it's a rugby scrum inside the 25-yard line.
And these are the things you do when you let a team hang around. You don't finish drives. You make a mistake on special teams here. You got to answer quickly here now. Defense got to get back out and answer the call.
Recovered by Koa Akui, who had committed the pass interference on SDSU's first drive, and he comes up with the football. Sideline warning on Sacramento State, but the Hornets are not bothered at all by that. 2 Jackrabbit turnovers in the opening 8 minutes.
Well, and this one is
down lineman. Rashada on the delay, and McShane lit up Hammond Jr. What a hit. Back-to-back stops by the young man, Cullen McShane, who actually...
And Van Tol, both are shooting off the edge, dialed up.
This made them all never tried a collegiate field goal. This will be 36 yards. The kick is up after the turnover. So in a game you feel like the Jackrabbits have dominated, 2 turnovers have helped the Hornets stay tied. At California, who spent 3 seasons at Nebraska, originally attended that school as a tight end. Jacks a 2nd and 12 at their own 23. Early movement, but he got back. Mason throws right side. Reception made by Grayton Gannon, the tight end, out to the 32. That's a gain of years down for Sac State. As they motion Bullock to the Jacks. 3 wides left. Blitz is on. Mason's pass caught by Bullock. It's a first down. He'll dive out close to the 40. Jalen Williams, the motioning the tight end Gannon. Hornets only come with 4. Power run left for Mason, who jumps a man and just about does pick up the first down. In fact, he did. They'll mark him at midfield, and Mason picks up 7. 3 of 4 on 3rd down, facing a 3rd and 2. Empty set here for Mason. Now Loffridge in motion. Mason will fake it to him, keep, and he will not pick up the first down. It's Davis who submarined in and made the play. The linebacker Diego at the Hornets 36 as we start the 2nd quarter. Chase Mason to throw him at a 4-man rush all day, and he slings it to the near side to Grayton Gannon, who's inside the 20 to the 16-yard line. That is a pickup of 19 yards. None against the Jacks, but again, the 2 turnovers costly for SDSU so far tonight. So this 3rd down and 15. Mason, quick throw on the screen with room inside the 10, goes lofted Ogroski. He'll be down about a yard shy of the sticks. So Ogroski in motion. Mason will keep. We do have a flag in the backfield. The initial indication is Mason got what he needed for the first down.
Yeah, and it should be offsides when they threw the penalty there.
Here is Gregory Gumpf.
Offside. Defense, number 2. Line up in the neutral zone. Half the distance to the goal.
He is ahead of Loffridge in the I formation. A throwback, Curtis Riggs. Mason, the play fake, and a wide open man. Gustad, the fullback, has it for a touchdown. The first in 2025.
Just like they do, they want to get him a little party time too.
Coleman Kuntz, a Sacramento State transfer, number 82, wearing the white jersey for South Dakota State, was beating the tar out of Gustad on the sidelines during one of those shots.
Well, and you knew the play action. We talked about it earlier. They were committed.
Rusher for South Dakota State. He's been great in that so far. Stater for the extra point, which is good. And the Jackrabbits home 38. 4 wides for Rashada. Jacks do not blitz. Rashada steps up over the middle. First down and more across midfield. And barreling his way into Jackrabbit territory, Jordan Williams, the Colorado State transfer.
You hear the portal is beneficial for some of these kids.
Rashada fakes a handoff, fakes a toss, gets leveled as he throws the pass out to the right side, which is caught by Jamar Curtis. 3rd and 3. Rashada will hand the ball off, and this will be a first down for Rodney Hammond Jr. out of Norfolk, Virginia, who spent 4 seasons at Pitt, rushed for over 1,500 yards as a Panther. And this is 3rd and 5. The back is Hammond Jr. Rashada will throw the slant, a diving grab, but it is shy of the sticks. Jordan Anderson, an Oregon State transfer.
Yeah.
Here's 4th and 1 for Sacramento State. And this is not Rashada, this is Williams, who fakes the handoff, keeps, and he will not make it. The Jackrabbits are there. Kite and Fife stand. So here's Chase Mason with the handoff to Julius Lawford. Stretch play right side across the 35 and diving across the 40 near a first down at the 41-yard. Motions. Mason will give it to Lawford up the middle. Big hole to midfield. Working his way inside the 40. He will not be denied to the 22-yard line of Sacramento State. 37 yards for Julius Lawford.
And this first part, making that nice cut and read through there, fans will think that's okay. This is what will get Jacks fans behind you. When they see that effort of carrying guys another 15 yards, your offensive line loves to block for you. Coaches want to call plays for you, and the fans are going to root you on.
So 2nd down and 5. Lawford remains in the game. Mason will give it to him. Lawford breaks a tackle. He's still going. Pinballs to the 11-yard line for 6 left. Mason runs inside the 10. Stumbling his way inside the 5 to the Hornet 3. That's 9 for Mason, who averages better than 10. 3rd down. They need to reach near the 1. Chase Mason. Catch made by Bullock. He'll dive near the 3, but it's not enough for the first down.
You know, it's not a touchdown, but it's what the back.
Mason under center. He'll hand it off, and it's the sweep to Lofted Ogroski, who bull rushes his way into the end zone for a South Dakota State score.
Yeah, he wants to get outside that block, but Sac State made some cut back into the flow. He just runs through the arm tackles. It's a 1-yard gain. It's a good job just powering through right there.
I don't care who it's been. Off the hold of Max Pelham to tack on the extra point. Caden Olivia the snap. All parts 6.
Coordinator, are you letting him do it, or are you taking over?
2nd and 7. Red will work his way towards the 30. Ball came out at the end of the play, and the indication it is a South Dakota State football. Reese Kirschenman comes up with it for the home team.
Yeah, thinking of running backs.
Kirschenman's first career fumble recovery.
Well, it looked like it was Ullman that punched it out. Team's practice.
At the 28 of the Hornets, 1st and 10. Brendan Begeman is in as the tailback. Mason fakes it to him. He'll throw it across the middle. Reception made. Alex Bullock. He makes one man miss and dives to the 9 of the Hornets for a pickup of 19 yards.
Yeah, and Smith.
Gannon motioning to the right. Begeman will take the handoff. And the Selby, South Dakota native cradles the football and gets a couple near the 7-yard line. Derek Houston, the team captain, started 3 games a year ago, the 5th time in the red zone for SDSU. High snap, Mason corrals it, he'll keep, and he'll work his way down to the 4-yard line. And it's 3rd and...
I'm sure they were missed unintentionally.
3rd and goal at the 4. Gustad to Mason's left, Begeman to his right. High snap. Mason has to run this thing down, and he finally corrals it back at the 19. And the Pelham hold. It is no good.
Boy, these fumbles are just the... Now Sac State gets the ball first, too, coming out second half.
3 wides right and 1 left. Takes a shot deep down the sideline, and a diving reception made into South Dakota State territory by Jordan Anderson. First time Sacramento State has really taken a shot down the field since the opening possession, and it's good for 32 yards.
Yeah, and a beautiful throw by Rashada, and just a great catch, but poorly mistimed judgment by Taylor there on the ball. You saw him.
Blitz is on. He's in trouble. Claiborne reaches out and brings him to the turf behind the midfield stripe. Claiborne with 4.5 sacks a year ago, and I believe he thinks that's a dance move he just did in celebration.
Yeah, he'll be made fun of for that in film session, but the effort's outstanding, and you can just sense the panic by Rashada as that pocket starts to close down.
Lead because of the missed opportunities. Rashada and the Hornets need the 37 of SDSU. The quarterback throws right, a terrific catch reaching out by Rodney Hammond Jr., who gets shoved out of bounds. Noah St. Just on the with Hammond Jr. to his right, 2 wides to either side. Blitz is on. Rashada will take a shot down the right sideline, and it's intercepted by the transfer from Buffalo, Jaden Oliver.
Jaden Oliver's celebrating, but he's got to realize, just bat that down. Like, yeah, it's awesome to get an interception, but you took your offense from scoring position to now probably just going to take a knee before half here.
Yeah, if Oliver knocks that down, it's Jackrabbit football near midfield with 3 timeouts and 50 seconds left, and instead, the Jacks have it at their own 6. That's a terrific point.
Yeah, I saw the exact same thing happen in a high school last.
On the road, although they got a big decisive win at the Citadel, but teams are challenging themselves early on. Mason will throw it left side. Reception made by Lofted Ogroski, and he'll pick up the first down to the 18. People in your home state. Mason to throw. Wants to take a shot. Wide open man. Isaiah Garcia Castaneda reached behind him and hauled it in at the 33-yard line. That's a pickup of 15, and that was a bullet.
Going to let people down, and he thought coming in, even with the people they lost, they can still continue to go out and win games.
Jacks still have a timeout here at their own 37. Mason to the near side. Reception made Graham Goring, and he dives to the 46 left in the half, and the Jacks out of timeouts. Mason buying time. Now he'll run to the 40. And he'll spin down to the 30-yard line. And that'll bring us to the end of our first half. A first half statistically dominated by South Dakota State. And the Jackrabbits are ahead. Keep an eye on that as Ryan Harrington kicks things off to open the third quarter. And this ball will bounce to the 10. And then it's returned, and a nice return out across the 30. Hammond Jr. gets lifted up into the air and put down by Jack Smith, who's had a couple of nice plays on special teams defensively. Motions to the right. Jacks rush 4. Rashada buried as he throws. The reception made, but hit out of bounds. Jordan Anderson. We do have a flag where the big hit came on the quarterback, Rashada.
Yeah, I'm interested with...
After the play, personal foul, defense, number 8, 15-yard penalty from the end of the run, automatic first down.
Yeah, you see him come around, boom, right in his face, and then getting up, he must have said, you know, hey, stay away from Cubbies after the game.
Play clock is inside of 5. With 1, he's able to get the snap. Rashada will take a shot down the center of the field, and it is incomplete, nearly intercepted. Dante Johnson able to get his hands on it, the safety.
This excitement, some of it was curiosity, too.
Chase Mason will turn and give it to Julius Loffridge. Boy, he's got room to the 25, diving to the 26-yard line. 14 more yards for Loffridge, who now has 9. You'll have to change how you recruit. You can't have South Dakotans anymore. As Loffridge runs across the 30 and backs his way to the 35 to the 36 for 10 more. He has crossed the 100-yard mark for the yellow and blue.
A bit about it. Sometimes his arm is too powerful, and it's hard to catch that. And he's done a great job tonight with touch on his throws.
3rd and 4. Mason. No escape there. He will get sacked in the backfield. Derek Houston, the team captain out of Rockland. Not a lot you can do to hide 6'6", 295 when you start to go. 3rd and long. It's a draw. And breaking 1 tackle and diving forward is Curtis. It'll be Van Tol credited for the stop. Could go at running back. 15 of White's family members here. This is a very special night for them. Hand off to Garcia Castaneda on the wide receiver sweep to the 37-yard line, and he'll pick up about...
with their chest rather than with their hands because they're afraid it'll ricochet off.
Here's 3rd and 2. Mason On the keeper, leaning forward, and we need to see. Yes, they're going to give him the first down. It helps to be 6'4" in those situations. Clock inside at 10. Jacks are still in the huddle. They're going to have to burn a timeout here. Play clock is at 2. Nobody realized it on the sideline. Jackson tried to get the timeout before it got to 0, and he just did. Tonight, 4 out of 10 on third downs. Mason, pass incomplete. And the Jacks will have to punt. Sacramento State defensively has given up some yards, but they have made it tough on the Jackrabbits tonight.
Yeah, and you can see that's one of those, he was kind of fading off as he was throwing there rather than stepping into the
offense. And the Hornets in front of the Jackrabbit student section on 2nd and long. Rashada from his own end zone, nearly intercepted, and what a job by Jamar Curtis to hang on. What a running back made the grab. 2 backs to Rashada's right. Jacks bring 4. Rashada, he'll try to run. And it's Lee along with McShane that bring him down after maybe a yard. And in the final minute of the third quarter,
then bring that winning streak down here.
From the 39, 2nd and 10, Mason will keep, and he'll stay on his feet. Tried to tight right, tight left. And then Basinger, freshman out of Littleton, Colorado, the back to Chase Mason's right. Sac State 4-down lineman. Here is Basinger, and he will spin his way across midfield and pick up the first down to the Fattington Acton.
You give me a screen to start scribbling all over. Yeah.
Don't give Carolyn any ideas. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line of the Hornets. Basinger running right. And he will end up at the 3rd down and 3. Loffridge back in as the tailback. He will take the handoff, and he will move the sticks inside the 39 to the 38. 4 yards for Julius Loffridge, 110 on 15 carries.
Yeah, and that's confident.
With over 70 newcomers. Early movement there will play on as Loffridge takes the handoff, and he's got room around the right edge inside the 30. And he's out of bounds at the Sacramento State 27 for right is Goring. Wide left is Ogroski. Mason looking to throw. Pump fake. Rolling right. In trouble now, and he will get sacked. Jason Oliver kept on coming. Initially was blocked by Loffridge.
And the career he had.
Jackrabbits, after the sack, will settle for a field goal. And Stater, who made a 60-yarder last year against Briarcliff at Northwestern of Iowa, will attempt a 48-yard field goal. And this one is wide left, no good. So that sack pushes Stater back, and the Jackrabbits 2nd down and 10. Rashada, quick toss to the right side to Tim Connerly, who makes a couple of nice moves, and he'll pick up a first down.
I'm surprised we don't see more of that. I mean, to alleviate some of that pressure.
UNLV, this is 6th season of college ball. Well, I spent a decade as an undergrad. I can relate. Back to throw Rashada over the middle, and what a hit laid by Chase Van Tol on Jordan. 3 wides for the 3rd-year sophomore Jaden Rashada. Has a man, and it's incomplete. Unable to hang on to it was Tim Connerly. Boy, he had 6, and the crowd making noise. 4 men come. Rashada to the near side, diving, trying to make the catch, and unable to do so. The receiver on the near side in Ajon.
Moment, and he wasn't clearly out of bounds.
Throw it right side, incomplete.
Yeah, and we'll have a roughing the passer here. Fell at his legs, and it looks like we have one on the sideline, too.
Ogroski and Ricky Lee III, the 2 men who wear number room down.
Pass interference. Defense, number 1. That penalty is declined. Personal foul. Roughing the quarterback. Low hit on the quarterback. Number 18 of the defense. 15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Ogroski, the motion man. It's Loffridge running left, and he's got daylight to the 30. Left sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds near the 15-yard line of Sacramento State.
Yeah, blocked very well. And this time, Coach Eisner said.
Highlights and Curtis Riggs' thoughts on how this one played out, the season opener for 2 very talented teams. Ogroski on the sweep inside the 10 to the 9.
that they think they're going to stop when we set them up for it.
Empty set until Loffridge realigns to Mason's right. Play clock at 5. And Loffridge cannot get away. Derek Houston, one of the first men there.
And Coach Jackson was able to talk him into coming out.
So this from 27. And Stater's kick is right down the middle. So it's a 3-score game. There will be in the film room.
I can't wait to meet him.
5 wides on 3rd down and 4. Rashada's throw is incomplete.
Probably. And when they talked to him, this is the place. Yeah, let's stay here.
Begeman on 3rd and long. Barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Deshaun Watts, a defensive tackle out of Fresno, California, on the tackle. Yeah, he had his hands full down there when he took over the Lobo program. On 4th down, Begeman will reach the 30. It'll be an over on downs with just 7 seconds remaining. Sacramento State will fly back to the West Coast with a season-opening loss, and the Jackrabbits.
Players, how did they do with what they're going to be going through?
Perhaps the final play. Rashada's pass is caught. Across the 40 to the 44-yard line goes Damian Henderson, the second. And there it is. The Dan Jackson era begins with a 20-3 win for 3rd-ranked South Dakota State as the Jackrabbits defeat the 15th-ranked Hornets of Sacramento State. Jackson and Marion, a couple of heavily hyped first-year head coaches, exchange a handshake at midfield. And we invite you to stay tuned. Julius Loffridge and the head coach will join us to share their thoughts as SDSU off to a 1-0 start to 2020.